A long time ago, our home, our planet Earth, used to belong to what we refer to as man. Once the dominant species, there was a specialty to them. Unlike their peers, they possessed a unique intelligence, the ability to have complicated thoughts and feelings, enough to form their own societies. They were special indeed. However, some were simply more special than others. For whatever reason, many were blessed with the power of magic. Everything that made a human stand out already was enhanced further through the magicians. To express their feelings, their desires, their love. The humans that did not carry magic became anxious of those who did. Thus, the ugly dark side of humanity began to emerge. A war began. Mankind was torn apart. The other species that had coexisted were now suddenly caught in the crossfire. In just a mere few centuries, mankind was, as we know it, destroyed. Before life as we know it could be eliminated, the last magicians standing unleashed their final remnants of power on the wildlife, giving those two the ability to think and talk as humanity did. This was believed to be a way of apologizing for the damage the war caused. The surviving creatures of the planet had now gained sentience. They had once developed the unique intelligence and skills that had belonged to mankind formerly, as well as many other traits too. Once the areas grew enough, in order to avoid the mistakes of those before, and honor the magicians that gave them the life they have, they gathered around to form a union to assure war would never happen again. Today, that very union is what we call the Animal Kingdom.
Hey! Penguin! Give me another of the Winner's Paradise!
I'll be with you in a second, sir. I'm just...
Is that any way to talk to a paying customer? Get the hell over here and get me my damn drink, Banana Beak!
Coming right up.
That hit the spot. Seems like I gotta step out for a second. I'll be back soon.
Oh, take your time.
Good God, Buzzy. Did you get plastered again?
Drinking on the job's gonna come back to bite you someday. Oh, shut it! When did you dickheads decide to become my parents?
Well, let's drop it. Did you find any targets?
The Penguin, the guy who runs this place. He didn't spike my drink as strongly as I would have liked, and he was giving me an attitude. I don't like that. Someone's gotta show these schmammy birds that they can't talk that way to guys like me.
Not all non-predators are useless like you say.
Don't worry, Lister. You help us scout so you're actually worth something beyond meat.
May I remind you that it's also the Empress's ex-husband too? You really want to gamble on something like that?
Yeah, ex-husband. He ain't married. He ain't living in the palace. So he's not worth anything to them. But for us, it might give us some extra cash for the title though. With a little risk comes big rewards. Might give me that edge over Jawbone at last. We'll wait until he closes. Then, when he...
No! You won't hurt him. I won't let you.
Oh, cute. The little bird is going to stop us.
Run along, kid, and pretend like you didn't see anything. Don't play hero. I warned him.
Ah! Let me go!
I have to praise you, kid. Most of the penguins would waltz away. Seeing one act so brave is quite the refresher. Though, still stupid, regardless. How much you think this one will cost, guys? Ow! My fucking kid!
Iria? What are you doing here?
A royal guard?
I think that's our cue to leave.
You damn cowards! I'm not scared of some big marshmallow.
Listen,
What is going on here? Do I need to call the police?
Hey, Dad.
I do apologize for knocking over your trash can.
Christ, Iria, I'm not worried about that.
Dad, I can explain.
First of all, how did you even end up here? Why are you out here? Why in 3 a.m? Does your mother even know?
Pretty sure she's asleep, actually. That or she's busy doing royal junk.
I noticed Prince Loom's absence upon checking his room. He was already out of the castle by the time I found him and noticed he was on the way to your place.
Wait, you were watching me the whole time? And you didn't stop me?
Well, no one was exactly presenting any threat to you just yet. I assumed you were out to see your father. I decided to watch from the shadows in case I was needed, which I was.
You never should have let him step out, period. You're lucky that you're here in one piece after running into those sketchy guys in the back. I don't know what I would do if I found out my boy was taken right under my beak. I'd just about let your mother annihilate me.
But Dad, they were planning on taking you. I had to do something.
You could have just warned your father or informed somebody. There was no need to put yourself in danger, especially as the—
Prince of the Arctic Empire, I know. It's not like I'm reminded of that fact every single day. I'm sorry. I really just wanted to see Dad and get away from everyone at home. When I saw those creeps in the alleyway, I just thought it could be a chance. Never mind. It was never going to work.
Son, I'm sorry I can't be there for you as much as I used to. I know you're under a lot of pressure. It was too much for me, and I was only a consort. I cannot begin to think what it must be like for you. However, as much as I appreciate you looking out for me, I don't want you to endanger yourself. You're way too important, and not just because you're the prince. Your mother and I have our differences, but I understand the weight she is carrying and is just teaching you how to deal with it when it's your turn. You'll figure it out. You're a smart kid.
Your father is correct, Prince Loon. The Empress is trying to prepare you for the future and what it will entail.
Yeah.
We should get going to the castle before your mother notices.
You, won't tell Mom about this?
Trust me. You have my word, kiddo.
I will not say anything if you don't do this again, Prince Loon.
Okay.
Speaking of which, how did you even get out anyway? Is, your mother having a staff shortage?
That is what I would like to know as well.
Unguarded window on one of the lower floors?
What about the gates?
I climbed over?
You'll be sorted back home. Anyway, we must be heading back.
Sorry again, Dad.
Don't worry about it, son. Just stay safe, please.
Will do.
Hey, Loon. I love you.
I love you too, Dad. Whoa! Didn't realize you could carry people, Iria.
And I didn't realize you could lie, Prince Loon.
Huh?
How did you really leave the castle? The Empress's guards may be leniently placed, but they're not that lenient. It's not good for a future emperor to be dishonest, you know.
It always comes back to that, doesn't it? Also, I wasn't lying.
Your Highness!
You don't have to call me that every time. Are you okay?
I'll be better once you show me how you got out. Where's this unguarded window you speak of? I will not tell your mother about this, but I just want you to be truthful with me.
I just snuck down there, climbed out that window when no one was looking, and then I used rope to climb over the wall. And, yeah, that's how I got out. So, I wasn't lying, Iria.
I hope not. I'll recommend the Empress add better reinforcements to the outside then, just so this doesn't happen again.
Right.
If that's all there is, then I apologize for doubting you, Prince Loon.
Can you please just call me Loon? We've known each other for years.
I'll give you the same answer as before. It is my duty to refer to you as such, for you are my prince.
I thought so.
Anyways, do get some rest. Tomorrow is the graduation ceremony, and your mother will want you to be prepared and at your best. I'll be out checking in with the guards for that.
Oh, shit!
Seems good that I reminded you then. Rest well.
Iria, wait! Good night. Nice going, Loon. You humiliate yourself, she saves you after that harebrained scheme, and not only did you not thank her, you're still lying. And again, this is one secret you can't afford to share. Not now.
Oh, Papa, I just can't believe the day is finally here.
You worked really hard for it, I'm sure.
Not only am I graduating, I'm going all the way to Neefton. The capital, Papa, the capital.
Yes, I've been up there a few times. I have a few businesses around the area. You've gone there too.
I know, but I've never been to the palace. Just my luck that it's hosted there this year. Oh, I bet we'll see all the Animal Kingdom's leaders. What if I get to speak to Empress Snowflake personally? Or any of them? How awesome would that be?
I'm sure it will be fun.
Oh, I just can't wait to... Holy Aurora Borealis! Sorry, Papa.
Making crepes, I see.
Yeah, I know they're your favorite. Hang on, I'll make another batch.
Oh no, you really don't need to, sweetheart.
Nonsense. I want to make you something as good as Mom used to make before I finally set off into the future.
Actually, Speaking of your mother, there's, something in the closet for you.
Oh?
Let me go grab it. Haven't gone through here in years.
What you looking for?
When I first met your mother, I remember she wore this stunning, gorgeous, beautiful dress. When I laid my eyes on that vixen, she was like some angel from above. The way her eyes glistened, she...
Papa.
Oh, it was suggested that I give you this.
This was Mom's dress?
Uh-huh.
I love it! Thank you, Papa. I will try my best to make not just you, but my mother proud as well. I want to do everything I can to follow in her footsteps. I just need to get that diploma, and I'm on my way.
I'm sure you'll do well, dear.
Maybe I should put on this dress real quick to...
Don't! I mean, you're getting a little short on time, aren't you? Maybe you should get to the capital early?
Oh, I guess you're right. I just wanted to see how I look. Will this even fit me?
You two were the same size. I'm sure you look just like her.
Well, guess no one would know better than you, huh? Thank you for everything. Goodbye, Papa. When I come back, I'll be a brand new fox. You'll see.
I'm never binging that much Galaxia and the moving stars that late again. What time is it? Should the alarm... Oh, crap! Barbara!
Hey, knock it off! What do you want, Dex?
We overslept! We need to hurry!
Hurry for what?
Did you forget that graduation was today?
Maybe?
You said that you set your alarm too. We don't have time for this. We gotta get going before we mix the next train to Nevedom. Come on! Are you okay?
I'm just tired, I guess. I'm more surprised you're in such a rush to go to this thing. I thought you hated crowds and big parties.
I mean, I do. But this is different. This is graduation at the Arctic Palace. Everyone in our class is going, and I think it's important we both go too. I know you especially had a hard time at school these past few months, and it'd be nice to celebrate having to be done with it all at least.
I don't know, buddy. I know I agreed to go a long time ago, but I just don't have it in me to head all the way to the Arctic Empire and help you out when you inevitably have a panic attack there. I just can't deal with that. Can't we pick up our diplomas instead?
I mean, I would like to go, but I get it if you don't feel up to it.
Besides, I don't want to risk running into her.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I can just try going by myself.
You? Going to Nevedon? Alone?
I know I've never really traveled by myself that far before, but you know, I can't keep dragging you with me, and I gotta learn to be independent. What could go wrong? Barbara! Help!
You know what? To hell with it. I'll go.
Wait, really? You don't have to.
You're right. I don't have to. I want to.
But you just said...
I ain't gonna make you go out there alone. I'm your big sister, and it's sort of my job to protect you from any freaks out there.
Even if the age gap is only a few months. But thanks, sis.
I try. Oh shit. Yeah, I just realized something.
What?
I forgot to pack. I could wear this for a few days. Nothing that I don't do already.
Well, I at least unpacked the important stuff. Let's just go.
Man, we didn't even get to eat breakfast.
There we go. Everything should be all set.
Alexander! This soup is excellent, Alexander. Perhaps you should consider getting into the cooking industry in the near future.
I am glad you enjoy it, Father.
Is something troubling you, my son?
I suppose I am simply nervous about tonight.
Yes, the rest of the animal kingdom is much different. However, it would be good for you to see beyond our village. I'm honestly hoping you can bring back a girlfriend finally.
Father, no!
I am messing with you, son. Well, sorta. Would be nice to have someone else to occupy that headspace.
I am really not interested in seeking out romance. No offense. My main concern is all the new eyes that would be focused on me.
You worry too much. You're a kind and respectable young primate. You just need exposure and be less of a doormat. You're from the almighty Zydar clan, after all.
I am aware. I just don't know how well it will go. I am heading to the biggest city to be surrounded by all sorts of different people. How could I possibly hope to know how to talk to anyone? The only person I've ever been close to is...
Alexander, we do not discuss your brother. We both know what he tried to do to your mother.
Father, did you forget all she did to us? Aaron was trying to...
No, we are not having this conversation. Anyone who harms your mother is no longer welcome in this family. Now back to where...
I think I should get going.
Alexander? Son, I hope I didn't upset you.
It's okay. I'm just gonna go.
Hey, good luck there, Alex.
Congratulations, Alex.
Oh, dearie, you're leaving without a coat? It's quite cold up there.
Well, I should be okay. Thank you, everyone, and wish me luck.
Luke, where are you? Get out here this instant.
Loon!
Ah! What the... Mom! Hi!
It's late. Have you seriously been sleeping all day?
No?
It's about 2 in the afternoon, Prince Loon.
Golly, Your Highness! It's like you were trying to hide away or something.
Are you feeling well?
Blah. This is what happens when you're too lenient, Snowflake. Look at him!
What?
See? Such disrespect!
I don't recall that it was your job to tell me how to parent, Beatrice. Anyway, Loon, I don't know if it slipped your mind, but today is graduation.
Okay, so?
What do you mean, so? You're expected to be up and ready. You have responsibilities to uphold.
What responsibilities? It's not like I have anything to do around this place anyway.
That's not correct. I've assigned you royal classes and homework, to which you have continuously flailed around on. You keep your beak stuffed in these needless books.
Actually, these books are part of Animal Kingdom's past. You know, the Defenders. They literally stopped that evil tyrant from taking over all the other territories and helped form the Animal Kingdom. Shouldn't you guys be, I don't know, happy I'm taking such interest in their adventures?
Well, he's not wrong. The story of Purposeful is very important.
We all know the tale, Doctor.
While it's nice that you have investments in the original Defenders, that can't be all you focus on, Your Highness. You have an empire to rule over one day, and learning all that comes with it should be your priority first and foremost. Not entrancing yourself with a past long gone. You have better things to strive for.
I'd rather be normal.
You're not normal, smartass. You're just lazy and can't be responsible.
Beatrice!
Speaking the truth, Snowflake.
Ugh, we're getting off track. The point is, I told you specifically to be up and early for today. The royal seamstresses have been waiting for you since this morning, and are stressing out over the party starting soon. My council and I don't exactly have time to get you to be responsible, and Aria can't and shouldn't have to either.
Why exactly stress out over me? I'm not the one graduating. What reason do I need to be there for?
It's called royal duties, kiddo. Your presence speaks volumes.
They're right. When you were younger, I was fine with you not being in the spotlight as much, but it won't be too long from now that you'll be the next Arctic Emperor. So you'll have to get used to attending events, even if it is simply just standing there.
Imagine how much you'll be inspiring the graduating students of the Animal Kingdom when they not only see Empress Snowflake, but future Emperor Loon.
Ew, don't even say that. Look, I get inspiring others. But what good is it to see everyone pursue their futures when I can't?
This again? Why can't you just suck it up, kid? You're far from the only one that's been in your position, and they've all handled it eventually. Maybe this might teach you to finally live up to the standard.
You're not helping.
Your Majesty, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we're deeply behind on schedule on getting yours and the Princess Royal Ensemble ready. May we, perhaps proceed?
Of course! We'll be there in a few.
Wow, I need to try on some clothes. Such importance. I bet all the historians will talk about how nice I look.
I don't enjoy wearing sparkly dresses either, but it's what's expected of us.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Go ahead and join them, son. Please, don't give them a hard time.
I've about had it with his attitude and that whining. All he does is avoid doing his work, complain, and disrespects every tradition.
He's literally a 14-year-old boy, Beatrice.
And you were a 14-year-old once, and as was your father, and so on, and I recalled you and your ancestors accepted their positions with grace. I'm willing to bet that owl has something to do with this.
Oh, it's simply just teenagers being teenagers. I highly doubt Loon's the only one ever to act out. You remember how I even met Kim, right?
Yeah, look how that turned out too.
Oh, come now. It's not like you haven't been crude yourself.
Excuse me?
But I cannot fully disagree. Loon has been exceptionally difficult for a good bit now. For many centuries, we have a certain way of doing things and attaining order. Loon has been resistant, actively fighting against his duty as a future emperor that place our future at risk. You might want to be stricter on the boy, Your Majesty.
Oh, I can't possibly do that. I don't want Loon to have the pressure and lack of freedom that most of us had. I want him to be himself as much as he can, before he may not be able to anymore. I'm sure he'll step up eventually.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing the best we can for him, right? Every emperor or empress we have ever had has managed to be up to the task. I'm sure Prince Loon will too.
Come on, Fievel. I need my damn coffee.
Radio, Miss Beatrice?
Just remember what I told you, Snowflake. Happiness is second to destiny.
Wow, it's just as beautiful as I remember. Oh, I just have to take pictures.
Whew! We're finally here! Thank God we made it in time!
Nah, I knew we'd make it.
Did you?
So this is what everyone's been hyping up, huh? I don't get it.
I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah, but who needs a giant castle that big? Really, the space could be given to the homeless. But, what do I know?
It is so cold. I cannot believe I forgot that coat. Hello, gentlemen. Do you know any places around here that happen to sell anything to keep myself warm? I came all the way from the Great Forest Federation. I am not understanding what is so funny.
You came all the way to the Arctic Empire in a dress, but not in a coat or something?
Oh, this. This is no dress. It's a robe. I am a spiritual follower, meaning I embrace a freer style.
Save it! You're really going to the Arctic Palace and that?
What's wrong with it?
You really want to embarrass yourself at the biggest party by wearing some dress? Unless you're one of those kinds of weirdos.
What? I just explained.
Everything alright, bro?
Those guys are being really rude over there.
Oh. Well, some people are assholes, Dex. Nothing we ain't seen before.
Maybe we should do something?
Why? It's not our business. We should just get...
Just go back to where you belong, weirdo.
Wait right here, bro.
Barbara! Wait!
Yo.
What?
I, for one, think your opinion is ass.
I don't recall asking you, kitty.
Yeah, he's gotta know he can't be wearing that near the Empress.
For what? Is she gonna send him to the dungeon? If that's what you're so worried about, I'd watch what you're wearing too.
Hey, you little...
Sorry to interrupt, but as someone whose father happens to run a lot of fashion lines and beauty products around this part, I just wanted to say, what this fine gentleman is wearing is totally cool and not out of place for what constitutes as absolutely fabulous here. I should know. I'm a bit well versed in fashion.
I'll forget it. Let's just leave, bro.
Are you okay, sir?
Oh, do not worry. I'm okay. Thank you both for sticking up for me. Sadly, this is far from the first time I've been given flack for my choices and expression. I really did not think that this place would have an issue either. Perhaps I just missed the memo on that.
Oh, hush. You look fine. I think those two guys were just jealous. I mean, look at this fabric. These patterns and colors.
Is everything okay now, Barb?
We're good, Dex. Sorry to leave you back there.
I really do appreciate you defending me. What are your names?
Don't stress about it.
Barbara?
Dexter?
Nej. My name is Nej. All the way from a town just down south from here.
My name is Alexander, but you may call me Alex. I'm from a small village in the Great Forest Federation.
Wow, so many new faces. How exciting.
Sure is.
It is nice to run into such kindness, especially after having such cruelty. Perhaps we can stay together as we face this field of uncertainty.
Of course. I love making friends, even though my friend count is actually very small, non-existent even. But we all start somewhere, right?
No offense, I think I'll pass.
Huh?
See ya.
Barbara, what are you doing? They were being nice to us.
I don't do friends. Not anymore.
Is this because of the stuff with lemon drops? I don't think it'd be good to write off connections with anyone like that. But besides, why did you help them out then?
Standing up for someone doesn't mean I want to stick around too. You're all I need, buddy.
Oh no, you're freezing.
It is fine, really. It is on me for forgetting my warmer attire.
Nonsense. Hang on.
Oh?
I'm kind of used to the cold environment anyway. I have my super duper cozy fur. You'll need this way more than I do.
I feel like I'm already causing much trouble today.
Not at all. Holy aurora borealis. That's not very ladylike.
Since you gave me the coat, allow me to return the favor.
Oh, you shouldn't have. This gives me ideas.
It does?
I know just how to help that grumpy kitty and her friend. Make sure you bring more of those. We'll need them.
Wait, what am I doing?
There you go. All done, Your Highness. We know you're not a fan of the traditional attire of Arctic chic, but we tried to make it as comfortable for you as possible. We hope you still like it.
Huh. It's not bad.
You're looking quite stellar, Loon.
Oh! Hi, Mom.
Your Highness! Perfect timing. We just finished up Prince Loon's suit.
And you did an excellent job. Why don't you ladies take the rest of the night off? We appreciate the hard work. See? Was that as awful as you thought?
I mean, okay, it's not the worst. But still, this isn't something I'd want to wear often.
It's only for tonight. After that, you can go back to wearing whatever you like.
Yeah, but for how long?
Do look on the bright side, Loon. You and Ashley will be seeing each other tonight.
Oh shoot, Ashley! Oh god! I haven't seen her in ages! And she's seeing me in this thing.
I'm sure she'll like it.
Your Majesty!
Ow! Indoor voice is a thing, you know.
Flurry, what's wrong?
Sorry, but I have the device for your scepter ready. I'm so sorry I got it done so last minute. I was just trying to make sure it was working, man.
Relax. It's quite alright. Go ahead and take us there.
Right. Of course. This way.
Jesus, Tristy. How long are we planning on staying up here? It's freezing.
This is the Arctic Empire, Mora.
Yeah, I'm aware. Remind me why we're here again.
To get a birthday gift for Raz. You should know what I'm referring to.
You're serious?
No, I dragged you all the way up here because I thought it'd be funny. What the hell do you think?
Tristy, trying to grab the Arctic Scepter of all things? Do you know how much trouble we could be in? What if we're caught?
That's why we're going tonight. Observe.
So, where exactly are you taking us?
You'll see right in a sec.
You brought us here to show us a glass box.
Actually... You see, I noticed you take that scepter everywhere you go, and I thought maybe carrying around such a powerful artifact of magic is a bit not safe, and you should be able to enjoy the party tonight, but also keep it contained somewhere. And do you like it? This is sorry if I sounded rude.
You're good, Flurry. Honestly, I appreciate the gesture greatly. I really do. But on the other hand...
Oh no, I upset you. I am so sorry.
What's wrong?
I feel odd not having it with me. Like it's less safe somehow.
I mean, do you really need to be carrying it around all the time? I don't think I've ever seen you actually use it.
Are you okay, Empress? You don't have to.
No, it's alright. It can be kept here. For tonight.
If you're sure. There we go.
It's all taken care of then.
Are you sure you're okay, Mom?
Of course. Let's just head to the party.
Oh shit. The Empress actually isn't going to have the scepter on her tonight.
For her, it will be a fatal error.
So, we're really doing this?
Yes.
If you're sure, dear, I'll trust you. Is now perhaps the time to strike?
No.
Oh, come on, Tristy. I'm cold.
We sneak in once the party has begun, when she and her council are too distracted to suspect. Failure is not an option.
And the guards?
What about them?
Point taken.
Okay. I knew there was going to be a lot of people here. I don't know why I'm shaking so much.
Hey. Deep breaths there. Okay, buddy?
I'm trying.
Listen, I'm right here with you. I ain't gonna let anything happen on my watch. You hear? Just calm yourself.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize, Dex. You were right. I think we both need this.
Yeah. Thank you, sis.
Dexter! Barbara!
Ah! What?
Hey, you?
Mej.
Yeah.
Well, might I say you two look splendid tonight.
Don't patronize me. Is there something you want? I'm kind of trying to keep my brother from having a panic attack.
Barbara, please be nice.
Oh no, that is so very not good. Is there any way I can help?
Well, you could start by beating it.
I know. Our new bestie Alex can probably help. Do you know where he's at?
No? Why would we?
Actually, I think I see him right there.
Hello, good sirs. Can you... Oh, okay. Hey, excuse me. I'm trying to... Hey, ma'am, can you...
Hey.
Greetings, Alex.
She's been looking for you.
I see it is you three again from this morning. I am glad to be catching you all tonight.
Of course. We'd want to see our friend.
I have a feeling she won't leave us alone. Can you do something to get her off our back?
What do you think they're whispering about?
I don't know.
Oh, look at us. Like true friends, we're confused together. Let's hope they're not secretly talking about how annoying we are and how they want us to go away. But they couldn't possibly, right?
What?
Sweet heavens, what are those?
The royal trumpets. Holy Aurora Borealis. The Empress is going to be speaking soon.
Do we need to really hurry?
But of course, she's Empress Snowflake.
I'm calling it. She's just gonna tell us to follow your dreams and shit.
You don't see royalty every day, Barb.
If she is of such high importance, then I believe it is impartial we attend her speech right away.
Whatever. As long as we can get Dexter out of these crowds.
Please. Let's go.
Man, this girl has more energy than I'll ever have in my lifetime.
If I may grab your attention, everyone, I have the honor of presenting the ruler of the Arctic Empire, the ever so gracious, the ever so beautiful, the one and only Empress Snowflake!
Greetings, my subjects and fellow citizens of the Animal Kingdom. It is a great pleasure to be hosting this year's graduation ceremony and the rejoicing of the potential you all have. Just 74 years ago, my grandmother, Empress Sapphire, King Percival of the Savannah Monarchy, my most loyal advisor, Walter, who is still with us.
Hey, Loon!
Ashley, hey! Wow. You look nice tonight.
As do you. It's been ages since we saw each other in person. Though I thought you'd grow a little taller.
Hey, it's just because I'm a penguin.
I don't know. I'm sure I've seen taller penguins than...
Sorry.
Whatever you pursue, together, they formed a union that we all know as the Animal Kingdom. So enjoy tonight and set your goals for the future. We hope that you can continue building upon our great union.
That was it?
Barbara, come on! I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Actually...
Oh, Iria! I was wondering where you were.
Just checking the area and with the royal guards. I can confirm that everything is set out there, Empress.
Oh, good.
Do tell me, Snowy, why do we preach peace if we have guards everywhere still? I mean, of course, servants are fine and dandy, but...
Well, obviously for safety reasons.
Well, there has been mostly peace here in the kingdom. That does not stop wackos from doing anything. quite smart of you to not have your scepter with you this time, Empress. It takes one to ruin it all.
Yeah.
My daughter and your son, eh?
Yeah. It's good to see Loon manage to still have a friend. Kinda like Ariel was when we were younger.
I can see that as well.
I hope that doesn't get taken away. This is my last year in office, and it would be troublesome if they lost complete touch.
I don't think so. I could see it blossoming into something more, perhaps.
That will never happen. The young prince will need to create an heir of his own eventually, and he can't really do that with a bear, can he?
Forgive Walter, everyone. He's 150.
It's simply how the royal lineage has lasted. Can't throw that away over a measly crush.
Well, I hope that Prince Loon is able to find his match, no matter who.
I agree with the guard here.
Not like even same-species relationships are guaranteed to work. Remember your story regarding love, Snowy?
Hey!
Destiny has decided love isn't for me. And I am okay with that. All that matters is my kingdom and my son.
So yeah, Dad's last year in office, his vice president is thinking about running this year. And boy, can I tell you, I do not like her. She's so... Oh gosh, I rambled again. I'm so sorry. How's life going for you, Loon?
Huh? What? No, it's okay. There's not really much to talk about on my end. Unless you want to hear the usual spiel of being cooped up in a castle and being constantly told how bad I am at a job I never applied for.
Yikes.
That's the life of the next emperor. What a wonderful future we have ahead of us.
That sucks. Being the daughter of the president isn't fun in games either. But I bet it's a million times harder for you.
Your dad chooses his position and doesn't keep it forever. And you don't have to follow in his paw prints if you don't wanna. You're basically free in a year. I'd kill to be you, Ash.
I'm so sorry about that. I bet you'd be doing a bunch of great things if you could.
I'm sorry. You didn't come out all this way to hear me complain. I just don't exactly have anyone else to vent this out to.
What about Iria?
I mean, she's the closest to treating me like a living being, but she can't drop her royal guard act even for a second. So I don't really have anyone.
Hey, remember? This is supposed to be a party.
Their party.
Okay, sure. But who cares whose party it is? What's to stop us from enjoying this night and not thinking about how crappy things are? Besides, no matter what, you'll always have me. Oh God! Why did I do that? Loon, are you?
Going to get punched! Over there!
Loon, wait!
What was that? Why did she do that? I mean, you know she liked me that way. What am I supposed to do with this? This night sucks.
Oh my god. Are you Prince Loon?
Oh my god. It is! I told you, Tracy.
I can't believe it. You're the real deal. We, never see you and stuff.
Mind if we take a photo?
I'd rather you didn't.
Hey, watch your... Oh my. Is that who I think it is?
Hey yo, dudes! It's the Arctic Prince!
It's the prince! I can't believe it! He's come to hang out with us!
He's a lot shorter than I thought he'd be.
How come we never see you?
Do you take autographs?
So, yeah, my father runs a business exclusive to the Arctic Empire. We help produce various fashion lines, decor, and lots of perfume.
Wow, that is certainly impressive. I see your father is very much talented.
Man, my dad's an accountant and my mom's a social worker. I feel really boring in comparison.
Oh, I'm sure it's not so bad for you, Dexter.
Barbara, are you alright? Why are you... Oh, no.
What is the matter?
Hey! You know, I think I'm gonna go grab a smoke if anyone doesn't mind.
Huh?
I don't think this is the place for that.
Don't care. I need it. Like now. See you guys later.
What on earth was that?
Are those her friends?
Her ex, actually.
Come on, Loon. Only stupid, weak, dumb people cry. And I can't.
Everything good?
Huh? Look, no offense, but I really rather be alone right now. I don't want to be pestered by endless questions about me and my...
Whoa, slow down, bucko. I also don't want to be around people right now. I just happened to catch you crying.
Well, I'm not crying.
Of course. My bad.
Wait, do you recognize who I am?
Am I supposed to?
Oh, thank God. What are you doing?
Catnip. When I feel like crap, I go for a smoke. I'd offer you some, but I don't think penguins would enjoy this too much. A shame, since it looks like you could use some.
I'd probably pass anyway. So, what made you exactly want to come to my aid?
My brother, he gets upset like this too whenever we're in crowded spaces. Or whenever he gets a sensory overload. I often have to take him somewhere quiet or try to relax him. I'm surprised he even went to this party, to be totally honest. But he wants to face his fears. Seems like he's handling it okay, I guess.
I didn't really want to be here either. I'm a really private person, and being around so many people, on top of a bunch of different things. Man, I feel so stupid, but it just got to me.
Nah, your feelings are hella valid. This party really does blow.
Yeah. I can't wait for it to be over already.
Oh yeah. My name is Barbara, by the way. Yours?
Oh,
kid?
What is going on over there?
What? Oh shit, that was real! I thought that was the catnip!
That's where the scepter is. Those guys must be... I gotta stop them!
Shit! Ah! Hey, wait! Kid! Where are you going?
The castle hallways. As a lover of good decor, I must say, I'm kind of sad we can't stay and admire the scenery some more.
We're not here to look at the carpets and windows.
I know. But I just can't help it. How do you think some of this...
Halt!
You do not have permission to be here.
And you are not attendees of the celebration?
Turn back from where you came, or we'll arrest you. Who? What even are you?
Your worst nightmare.
Unhand them.
Sure. Grab the scepter. The rabbit should have left the remote somewhere.
You got it, Tristy?
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Huh.
You better leave the scepter alone, or else.
Or else what? So, 2 children have come to stop us. How cute.
There's nothing cute about any of this.
Now, I'll give you 3 seconds to run, or...
Yeah, kid? I don't think we should...
And do trust me, you being the prince will not protect you.
Wait, you're who again?
I can't just leave!
1, 2.
Well, what the hell are you going to do?
This. No! Oh god, I didn't mean for that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Kid.
As expected from your kind. You're having your riffraff take the blows for you.
Excuse you? I am nobody's riffraff. Alright, let's go.
Already on it.
No, the other way, you stupid. Ugh.
Hey, let her go!
House cats. Honestly, it's embarrassing that our species have any relation, really. Now to show you what happens when you get in over your head.
No! Stop! Stop!
Where could that sound be coming from?
Empress, leaders, I sense a disturbance in the Scepter chamber. Huh? Get your guards, immediately!
Rude. What right does she have to be bossing you around?
Disturbance.
Wait, where's Loon?
I can't. I gotta.
Tristan, what the hell is up with all that scream? Oh my god! Tristan, put them down, now! We got what we needed. No need to kill anyone tonight.
Wasn't planning to.
Let's go, before anyone else gets here.
Don't. What?
He's awake.
Oh, Luna! Thank God you're okay!
Mom? What even happened?
We found you, the guards, and that cat over there injured on the floor of the chamber of the Scepter.
Scepter. The Scepter! Those guys, some bird lady and giant cat guy, they took the Scepter! I tried to stop them, but...
We know. She told us all that happened.
Oh.
There you go, miss. It should be mostly healed now.
Jeez, don't call me miss. You're gonna make me feel old.
Armbra.
Right. Thanks, Doc.
Oh, thank goodness.
I am sorry we were not there to help.
I mean, in your guys' defense, I wasn't exactly planning on getting involved.
Oh my god, Prince Loon, he's a
Prince Loon just woke up from a concussion. It is advised you keep your distance.
Yeah, well, I almost got my arm bitten off, so... Since she's fine now, we can get to our questioning. How about you tell us what you did with the Scepter first?
What?
But Barbara didn't have anything to do with that!
Yeah, she said she was keeping the prince out of trouble.
Listen, she was the only one there with the prince when the Scepter got stolen. That puts some suspicion on her. I literally was trying to save your oh-so-precious prince. You think I'd be willing to lose my arm over some stupid stick?
Stupid stick? How dare you? This is the Arctic Empire's most prized and powerful artifact that belongs to the Empress. Have you no respect?
My apologies. It's hard to respect people that are accusing me of stuff I didn't do, while simultaneously being the reason I'm in this mess.
They're right, Beatrice. She had nothing to do with this. She got dragged along trying to keep me from, stopping them. She's the reason I didn't get hurt worse. Please, please don't accuse her.
Everyone, let's calm down for a second.
Calm down! The damn Scepter is... fine.
Barbara, was it? Other guys? I'm sorry you got hurt. I didn't mean for anyone to get involved. I should have just backed off. I should have...
It is okay, Your Highness. You were noble in intentions, I'm sure.
I think I just want to go home.
I think it's best if you kids leave. We have some matters that need discussing. The guards will escort you out. Oh, and any medical costs for this incident will be paid for by the Arctic staff.
Oh, goody. Thanks so much, Your Majesty.
I'm surprised how not mad you are about all of this.
Loon, I'm furious.
Oh.
What were you thinking when you decided to confront the thieves? Instead of informing me, or Area, or the guards.
Well, that would have taken too long. Someone had to do something, and I thought that someone could be... me?
Losing the scepter is bad, but losing you would have been way worse. Who knows what they could have done? You saw what they did to that poor attendee's son. The thought just makes me want to...
I suppose I deserve some blame too. If I had kept a constant watch on him all day, this may have never happened.
The young prince really shouldn't need a babysitter, though perhaps the leniency we've given has influenced him wrongly.
Hey! I was only trying to do what was right. Yeah, I went about it in a bad way, but at least I tried to fight back.
And what good did it do? You were reckless as hell tonight. Probably some of the most disgraceful and shameful behavior from a future heir that I've seen. An absolute embarrassment to us all.
Beatrice, stop.
You're not blameless in this either, Dr. Flurry. That thing was supposed to keep the scepter sealed. What happened?
I don't know. I worked on it for months.
Doing what? Clearly it wasn't enough if the scepter got stolen anyway. Never has this happened before.
I'm sorry, okay? I really tried.
It wasn't Flurry's fault. I never should have parted ways with it. I knew deep down that it was a mistake.
Empress.
Hey, maybe this isn't the time to be blaming anyone? The scepter could be anywhere, and we should, maybe focus on finding it?
We all made critical errors.
Hey! I didn't do nothing!
But we are in a crisis right now. That scepter is in the hands of some unknown fiend. Let's atone for our mistakes and arrange an investigation immediately.
Right. I'll go ahead and... Young man, where do you think you're going? We're not done talking about this.
I don't know, Mom. I think enough has been said. Remember, I am what's giving you purpose. Help me as I helped you. Signed, Sombra. What's Sombra?